performance over the last couple of years. They're not the superstars that you imagine necessarily, but they're men at the start of a career, and they've had a great opportunity here.
They have, and they've done well together. You would have said that if there was an experienced head with them, you would have said that he would have coaxed them through. But now the two young lads have done really well, and I wouldn't say England have bowled badly or anything like that. I think England have bowled well. Monty was fantastic in that last session. I just think they've showed what we've been saying for the last sort of 2 or 3 days, that if you can get through the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, this wicket isn't a bad wicket to bat on. And bit of patience, good in defence, which they were, and any stray off line or off length, which sort of Monty did at the end when he was a bit tired. These two young men have put it away, and they've put it away nicely, and they've put Pakistan back into a little bit of a position here.
Yeah, but we saw Azhar Ali in England a couple of years ago, 18 months ago, and he played some decent innings there without going on to a really big score. His partner there, Asad Shafiq, has made runs in this venue, in the UAE before. So I mean, these, they're not bad players. And when we were talking at the break about Misbah being the key, we were, I suppose, slightly underestimating the potential of these two.
I think we did. They've kept things so simple. There hasn't been very much improvisation at all. Simple, basic stuff. If you're going to defend, get fully forward or fully back. Not afraid to leave their crease against the spin bowlers. Most impressed. If they see, a semblance of a bad delivery, they're quite prepared to put it away. Really, really mature batting.
Yeah. Now, the reason that England, of course, were allowed to be enthusiastic about their prospects today and about getting through this partnership was they'd taken 4 good wickets pretty early on too. It didn't take long to strike for the first time. Hafiz the first one. Tawfiq's having all sorts of problems coping with Graham Swan. That one found its way through the gap. And that was a big wicket. Yunus, who really can play, he is one of the superstars of this Pakistan team. For Monty to get him for a low score was great. And then Misbah, after the break, everyone was saying, we were saying, well, he's the key, he can bat long. You can understand why he might have taken the review, because he sees himself as an important part of this team as both as captain and, of course, as a batsman. Yeah,
and it was a tight thing, that review. Billy Bowden thought long and hard for about 90 seconds as to whether the ball, had touched the bat on its way through to the pad. But I think he got the decision correct, and have had hopes of they're going to have to be careful, because the new ball is a long way away still. They're going to have to, set sensible fields tomorrow morning until they break this partnership. It would appear to me that the older the ball gets, the less it does for the spinners. So England are going to have to work hard to level this series.
Yeah, it's not unfamiliar territory though, Steve, because Strauss, as we've seen over the last 2 or 3 years, will err, if any direction, towards the defensive. He's been able to be attacking today for some very good reasons, but he is one who's very keen, under normal circumstances, to put men back and try and control the scoring.
Yeah, he will, and he will be. He is an ultra-defensive captain. Some people are against that. But it's worked for him. England are #1 in the world and have won Test matches because of Andrew's captaincy. So he'll be mindful of the sort of time difference to get to the new ball. But I'm sure tomorrow morning, I think the end of the players come just at the right time for England to get Broad, who's had a long day, Anderson to get the boots up, Monty bowled 19, 20 overs off the reel there, and he looked tired at the end. And Graham Swan, who I thought bowled well, didn't look as threatening as what he has been. So I think end of players just come at the right time, but I'm sure they'll be up for it and ready tomorrow morning. And they will be saying, like Matt Pryor, you could pick up what the stump camera was saying there, 1 or 2 more wickets and it's Rayman and it's their tail, and they'll fancy themselves.
Again, I suppose, Bob, we should be slightly wary of saying, the tail will just disappear, because each tail, every tail will wag at some stage. And we've seen, for instance, just to pick one example, Umar Gul is not going to strike it all the time, but if he has a good day with the bat, 30, 40, 50 can come. So England have got to be wary of what the next few batsmen could do.
Sure, and they held England up in Dubai when they thought they were going to blow them away in, Pakistan's innings there. it doesn't always collapse like a pack of cards. So they're going to have to keep working hard, and they'll have a very close eye on the scoreboard and what that lead is. Although Michael Atherton was making the point that in modern Test cricket, with all these changes, it would appear that it's becoming easier to bat in the fourth innings than it used to be. And more sides are winning batting last. But when you've seen the ball behave as it has done on occasions in this match, you wouldn't want to be chasing, ideally, many more than 150.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a few more, up to 200, above 200, you're starting to think, actually, now this could be a bit tricky. So, OK, well, let's worry about that tomorrow. A couple of half chances that England missed in this final session. One or two close calls, see if we can show you here.
Yeah,
first of all, Peterson here had a clear chance. Didn't miss by much.
No, you would have backed him. 5-6 yards away, all 3 stumps to hit. He was very, very quick on the to stop the single. I think he might have got a yellow card for the dive after it, but he was good. But no, I think that's. Can you call that a half chance?
Well, no.
That's tough.
I mean, if it's face to the bat, if it's pushed hard at you at short leg and you're 3-4 yards away.
And he's one of the best in the business as well. So it's that's a tough chance. But I think the Peterson one was more than a half chance because of how close he was. But some of them things, if things are going for you, and the 2 young batsmen were going well, that's a bit of luck that you get. Yeah,
you're not going to worry too much. I mean, yes, you'd have liked to have had the wicket, had the run out, but if you asked, for instance, Andrew Strauss as England captain at the start of the day, if he would take the runs they got, if he'd take those early wickets, yeah, thanks very much, I'll grab that as soon as you like.
Oh, sure, yes. I mean, we've been full of praise for this Pakistani partnership, but before those two came together and stopped the rot, it had been, one-way traffic, England all the way. First of all, Stuart Broad this morning, a little taste from Graham Swan as well. And then the early wickets from Panesar in the Pakistani second innings. So, yeah, I mean, England would have had some thoughts of, the match being all over by lunchtime tomorrow. It's not going to be now.
All right, well, all those performances you've alluded to there are things we're going to be talking about and showing you as we sum up the day in a couple of minutes' time. As I say, overall, it's been a very good day for England. A little frustrating towards the end, but Broad's had a great day, Monty's had a great day. England as a team are enjoying themselves.